complaint, come to the damn door. Finally.
No one's here that good look at all.
So everyone here's trespassing?
Well, no one's here that's trespassing, but no one that lives here is here right now.
So where'd they go?
They're just not here. I have no clue where they went. No clue.
So you guys just throwing a party in their house at
They
this
were
time?
here at one point. They're not here right now. I just searched all the rooms.
They left and went over to some other party, and everyone is about to go over to another party.
Okay. Who does live here? What are their names?
I am actually not sure. I live across the street. I just came over. I haven't drank and drive.
Male, female?
I think it's mainly females. I think it's like 4 people.
What sorority are they affiliated with?
I don't know.
I don't know if they're associated with it. I don't know.
So I guarantee you they're associated with a sorority. As many of them are living here. It's an off-campus sorority house. I've been a cop for 22 years here. I'm not stupid. Don't play dumb games with me. I would rather deal with this as a noise complaint than getting a hold of the Greek council and the Greek board and all of that and the dean of students and playing all these stupid fucking games. All I want to do is deal with the noise complaint. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of underage drinking because they left their alcohol behind.
Do you want us to try and get a name or a phone number and
if you could
call someone?
We just need to talk to somebody who lives here, because otherwise I have to be under the assumption you guys are unlawfully entered because no one lives here is here.
Okay.
Right?
We'll go.
So I need to verify that there was a party here. Now everyone left, so thank you. Thanks,
We're not
guys.
trying to make your life.
I understand. I just letting you know this is how it's going to play out. I'm not going anywhere until I talk to somebody who actually lives
Just
here.
know what that is.
Sweet.
For us, that way we can get some sort of communication between us and them.
No one that lives here is here right now. So
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I do.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Officer Welsh from Mosco Police Department. Who am I speaking with? Maddie, 1 second. Let me turn the volume up on this phone here. All right, can you hear me, Maddie?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you live at 1122 Queen Street?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, hey, the reason that we're here is that we received a noise complaint of loud music, partying, okay? Once we approached the house, people started running away. They left a bunch of alcohol behind. We're not even coming for alcohol, we're coming for the noise complaint. And then we sat here for approximately 10 minutes trying to knock on the door, and no one would come to the door until these two gentlemen came down.
Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Hoodie London. This is the case of the Idaho quadruple murders that took place on the 13th of November 2022. This was one of the noise complaints that the police had to come and knock at the door. The music was loud. We have two of the fraternity boys, I believe. On the left, we have Hunter Johnson, who plays a crucial part in this case since the surviving roommates called him because they thought someone was unconscious. Hunter was the one that called 911, and he's a good friend of Ethan. I was wondering if there was a fraternity party that night that Zan and Ethan attended. Was Hunter there in the party? What did he see? I wonder how Zana and Ethan were acting, how the behavior was like. Were they scared? Were they in any fights like we heard? And why did DM and BF decide to call Hunter and not call Hunter Chapin, who's Ethan, his brother? Why did they choose Hunter? You can clearly see that these two young men are lying to the police here, but it seems to be a routine for them to lie in every body cam. They were lying in the body cam footage of the police in the alcohol minor stop in Banfield. I wonder if all of the DNAs were taken, because there was 3 unidentified DNAs found in the house, male DNAs. It states, okay, so I looked at Dylan's VSCO page, and she's got a photo left with a boyfriend on the boat wearing ski masks. The right photo is the rumored ski mask photo that apparently seemed to be around the house at the time of the killings from Snapchat. Could be coincidence. So apparently to the left is Dylan and her boyfriend Quinn Kelly, allegedly. To the right is the picture that has been seen around by many college students. It was put up on Snapchat. So there were a couple of people wearing masks that day, and this was around 3:30 at night. Why would people be wearing ski masks when active unliving was going on between that certain time of 3 to 4? This is John Jack Showalter. Many people know him as Hoodie Guy. He was the person who was seen with Kaylee and Maddie at the grub truck. Steve Goncalves, Kaylee's father, may she rest in peace, believes that he was ruled out too soon. He drove to his parents' cabin that is almost 6 hours away. And it was said allegedly he went to Africa later. You'll see that light? That is allegedly a car, and this was around 3 a.m. in front of the girl's house. The light has gone off. That was when the body cam, the police, the undercover police, were in Banfield. You can see the light again, and that is definitely a car. And here we have the figures running. They look like they're 4 or 5 figures, and they're going towards the Sigma Chi. And the light is gone off. You'll see that light again, and that is definitely a car. And here we have the figures running. They look like they're 4 or 5 figures, and they're going towards the Sigma Chi. And they're going towards the Sigma Chi. This is the daytime footage. So they would have been running around from here. It looks like they're going to the Sigma Chi. It's just like the 4chan predicted. Maddie's jacket was found there. There was a lot going on between 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. It's strange that the police said it was an awfully quiet night. This is one of the crime scene photos taken. You can see 3 detectives are searching a white car that is parked in front of Kings Road. I don't know whose car it is, but we did read that Eaton had 2 vehicles that have been taken, that have been froze in the investigation. Could this be one of the other cars? We have Kaylee's car there. This was the red Mustang that was found not far from Kings Road on the 13th of November. You can see the forensics team scrutinizing the car from inside to the outside. What I found strange is that in the grub truck video, you see John Jack Showalter leaving the place upset after Maddie and Kaylee left. And you actually see him going to the, I believe, right-hand side. And it looks like a car's waiting for him. Many people have left it in my comments that they see a red car, and that is quite possible. I wonder if it has any connection to this red car. Did he ditch the car around here and then take another car and drive to his parents' cabin, allegedly? This is what a reporter left on Twitter. He said the police acknowledged searching the red Mustang and say it has not brought them any closer to a suspect. It was not towed away. They continue to follow all possible leads. So this is about the red Mustang. This is what someone put on social media in the beginning. Sorry guys, I've got a bit of a sore throat. But this is what somebody put up in social media about the red Mustang that was under the forensics investigation at the start. You can clearly see the head tail of the light on the black mirror reflection. You see hoodie guy here, and soon he will go to that direction after the girls leave. And then you see the car leaving. It looked like a red car, I'm not sure, but could that be the car that was under investigation, allegedly? And you can see the car there. It does look like a red car. It was said that it wasn't far from King's Road. This looks like Queen's Road in a way. I'm not sure. Isn't that where John Showalter lives, 1 minute away from the girls? The police said that this car has nothing to do with the investigation, but it's strange. You can clearly see the forensic team investigating the car. Here's a clearer footage to the car that is in front of King's Road, 1122 King's Road. And this was at 3 a.m. At 3:12, we see the figures running. And then we have the Banfield alcohol minor stop going on in the field. All this is happening at the same time. And at 2:56, 2:55, we hear a girl, a female, yelling, "Stop it, stop." Which I've showed you previously. So imagine how many things are happening here. And we have Maddie's black jacket or black coat, not far from the police's car. Look at this view, how close the Sigma Chi is to 1122 King's Road. In the 4chan post, they said when the lights go off on the second and third floor, they would go there and they would take exactly 19 minutes. They wouldn't go there with their mobile devices, with their phones. They didn't want the Wi-Fi to connect into their phones, which makes sense. So this is the view the Sigma Chi had partly from one side, and they had the front side too. Pay attention to the next footage. You'll hear how loud it is when the parties go on in 1122 King's Road. So imagine when there's a quadruple murder and people had self-defense wounds. So imagine how many people could have heard that. Then you can imagine the surviving roommates, what they heard from inside the house. This was one of the local taxi drivers or cab drivers who said this to local news.
So we're starting to see investigators focus on the backyard, the back patio. There's a door right here at the back side of the house. It's on the second story, and investigators are putting down evidence markers.
Take a closer look at Jack D's eyes. This was the next day. Did he have a fight with someone? Could he be allegedly eaten? This is for entertainment purpose and speculation purpose only. But look at his eyes. All these are articles and posts from anonymous people. This is what somebody said. Hi everybody, I've been trying to withhold this information for some time. However, I'm ready to share it. Relations to this case, in May I graduated from University of Idaho and quickly thereafter moved to NC. I have a relative who has been working as a coroner I wonder if the suspect got inside from this window, because the forensic team are really busy taking forensic evidence from this window. And if that is the case, it has to be someone who's really thin and small. It cannot be BK. John Jack Showalter attended the Delta Tau Delta. He was a member in 2019, but he got kicked out of the fraternity. He drove 6 hours and 19 minutes to his parents' cabin in Boise, Idaho. Was he ruled out too quickly? You can see him behind on the left-hand side. That's Showalter. This is speculation only. An anonymous person left this online, I believe on Reddit. She said, "Hi everybody, I've been trying to withhold this information for some time. However, I'm ready to share it. Relations to case, in May I graduated from University of Idaho and quickly thereafter moved to NC. I have a relative who has been working as a coroner, not the one who spoke publicly on the case. Additionally, and maybe even more importantly, some of my best friends who are upperclassmen this year were involved in making the 911 call. Why I'm sharing this info, I have been holding on to this info since the day the case broke. I was told by my friends and family to not share this info. Today, I hit a breaking point. I haven't been able to pull myself away from this subreddit and have become increasingly frustrated with the amount of misinformation being spread around. What I know to be true, Jack D is suspect number 1 for law enforcement. At this moment, and has been since day one, the fact that they cleared him in a common tactic used by Ellie to throw off both the public and the suspect. Kaylee's family was likely instructed to vouch for him. Ellie believes that Jack either committed this crime or hired someone basically to do it for him. Law enforcement is puzzled by the fact that Maddie's body was mutilated. Trigger warning: the worst. Most wounds are the only one to be partly decapitated. Law enforcement is building a case to arrest Jack D, and they're trying to determine why he was so aggressive with Maddie and less so with Kaylee. Eaton was found laying in the doorway of Xana's room. He was the second to the last one to be killed before the killer likely, but not certainly. Jack quickly killed Xana and ran away. That is an interesting theory. The reason I say that is, look at Jack's face. I always thought, did he get into a fight with Eaton? This was on Reddit and it was on Twitter in the beginning of the case. So there were a lot of anonymous posts putting up things, but this person has been to the University of Idaho and she's moved to NC. I think that's North Carolina. I always used to wonder if Jack D was at the crime scene, whether he participated or not, allegedly. If he called himself, basically if he called from his phone to Maddie's phone, or actually called from Maddie's phone to himself thrice and called from Kaylee's phone to himself 7 times, because that would give him an alibi. I found it strange that Murphy, Jack D, and Kaylee, his dog, didn't have any injury on him. For someone to enter a house with 5 people and 1 dog, I believe the person knew the dog. Why is his eye swollen? Did he get into a fight? And we know that Jack D was the last person who was ruled out from the law enforcement list. I wonder why. I know y'all are going to say that Kaylee's parents ruled him out and they checked his body and all for injuries. I wonder if they saw the pictures of his face. Look at his nose and look at his eyes. He could have had on a hazard suit, or he could have had on clothes that protect him from getting any sharp injuries from the knife, allegedly. I believe Murphy was taken out of the house while the unliving was going on, because we've just heard DM's statements. At the beginning of this case, we heard that DM and BF were sleeping on the first floor. A couple of weeks later, we heard DM was sleeping in the second floor, that she saw a man with bushy eyebrows, with a ski mask or with a mask. How much can we trust from the surviving roommates' statements, allegedly? Because let's not forget, Chief Fry said that DM and BF, the surviving roommates, he said, I did not say they're witness. I said they were just there. That should say everything. Why didn't Jack D call Maddie and Kaylee, his parents, to tell them what happened? He lives just 2 minutes away from them. Why was he ruled out the last? You can check that on the CNN interview with Steve Congav's Kaylee, his father, and with the brother and sister. Look at his eyes. Look at how swollen they are. That is someone who's been in a fight or has got punched properly, allegedly. Look at the lips, look at the nose, look at the eyes, especially the left eye. What was he hiding? Could he have called himself from Maddie's phone? Could he have called himself a couple of times from Kaylee's phone? Anything is possible. We've seen worse in serious cases. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a lovely day. And I apologize about my voice. I'm catching a sore throat.